Teddy Fresh, SpongeBob restock on teddyfresh.com. Out now.
With us today is the Jersey Outlaw, and who we're today celebrating being on the cover of Hollywood Monthly, which is what is Hollywood Monthly magazine, Jimmy? I've not heard of this magazine. Although, to be fair, I don't read a lot of magazines. So what is this?
It's a magazine for entertainment, for the arts and entertainment. And we got lucky enough through a connection out in California to get the cover and a very nice article in the June edition, thanks to Prather Jackson, who's the publisher of the magazine. Did
you have to pay for this feature, Jimmy?
No.
Oh, that's nice. That they give you a really good spread.
It's like when you open up, it's all about you.
Yeah, it's like all Jimmie Lee.
Well,
I mean, that's love and respect.
Yeah, that's through the agent's relationship, not mine. But in business, it's relationships with people. So my agent, who knows the guy, asked for a favor.
There you go.
So I got lucky.
I've never seen that. It's like the Jimmie Lee magazine.
There is other stories. Well, actually, the following lady is Ganja the Witch. I don't know if you read her spread. The Ganja Witch.
You see her around Halloween. She's the one with the mask on, but it's not from COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, of course. Let me read an excerpt here about, because they wrote it really nice. They says, Jimmie Lee, comedy is all too easy for Jimmie Lee. It's like inhaling and exhaling air. It's how he communicates. That is to say, Jimmie Lee is a wise guy. You're never going to get a straight answer from Jimmie Lee. You're going to get a funny answer, sprinkled with brutal honesty. If he's telling you the truth, you can't get mad at him. Capiche?
Well, I wish that was true. Maybe I would have got on TV by now.
I did notice. Well, according to this magazine, you have a TV show. It says, comedy reality TV star Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw, his hit comedy TV show, Dangerously Funny, is one of the best rated comedy TV shows. So I wasn't sure.
Well, that's according to me.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
You didn't understand, Ethan and Hill. I have two fans. They happen to be in the attic right next to the air conditioning units. You see?
Right. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So
just two.
So wait, what are they referring to? The TV show, though?
The TV show, according to me.
But what is it? Your life? Or your YouTube channel?
Dangerous. There you go.
Yeah.
They're polite, light and polite.
So Jim, so what's your YouTube channel so the people know? It's the Jersey Outlaw, Jimmie Lee?
Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. Mm-hmm.
So Jimmy, tell me.
Well, congratulations.
What's wrong with me?
No, I would never ask you that.
Hilla was thinking that. What happened? Did the doctor cut the cord and your mother hung herself? What happened?
Jesus, no, I would never say that to you.
The doctor slapped me and the nurse slapped me a couple times. Something must have went bad. I'll tell you what went bad, Ethan. I looked up my family tree. 4 dogs were using it. Things aren't easy, Ethan. It's rough.
Yeah, no, for sure. I get that.
I'll tell you, nothing's going well. My kids are nuts. They go to private school. They won't tell me where it is. You think it's easy?
Jimmy, I happen to know your son is holding the phone.
Yes, he is. My son is holding the phone. How do you know?
Well, I happen to be privy to the pre-interview portion where your son was helping you get the internet going.
I got 2 kids, Ethan, 2 good-looking kids. I got 2 ugly kids. I don't talk about the ugly ones. Hill is not interested in hearing about them.
And your son holding the phone, is he the ugly one or the beautiful one?
He's the good-looking one. Otherwise, you don't hold the phone.
Right, yeah. That's an honor. That's a place of honor in the Jimmie Lee family.
Correct. Yes, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. That's why I'm in court a lot.
I got to say,
my lawyer. You know my lawyer. The guy works for that law firm, Dewey, Cheatham and Howe. You know him.
No, I don't.
Dewey?
He works for that law firm, Dewey, Cheatham and Howe.
Cheatham and Howe. Right. Yeah. That's all. Yeah. The biggest law firm in the world, as I understand it.
Correct.
So, Jimmy, how's
the jokes are going to get worse, Hilla. The jokes will get worse.
Jimmy, how is the career going at this point in time? I know you are primarily a dentist, and you kind of do the comedy, whenever you can. You also are a musician. So how is it balancing those two worlds, being a dentist and being dangerously funny at the same time?
It's difficult, and we just came back from the COVID, and the business is tough. Some staff didn't come back; they're starting to come back. The revenues aren't quite where they need to be, but I'm hanging in. I'm working a lot of hours, and I'm still doing. Through pandemic, I wrote a lot of jokes. I think you saw some of the videos on some of the COVID jokes and the Trump jokes. I was doing a lot of writing and comedy during that, and of course, the comedy TV show has a lot of subscribers and followers and good hits on some of the videos on the dangerously funny street comedy stuff. That seems to be my my vehicle that most people know me from is street comedy.
Street comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you tell jokes to your patients when they're on the dentist table?
Actually, it's funny because today there was a patient, Miguel, and I had him dying for about 10 minutes. I started with the famous quotes, and he was Spanish. I threw a couple Spanish one-liners in. I said I had a Spanish girlfriend, but every time I made love, she took my wallet. I had to break up with her.
Wow.
Once you go reeking a job, you'll be seeking. And he was dying. And when he came up for air, I just kept going. And he said to me, "You're a funny guy." He said, "Wait a minute." He says that.
Yeah,
you're
like,
"Did you watch
me?
my YouTube channel?" He says, "No." It was kind of funny. But it just happened today.
Wow.
Let me ask you this. Maybe I wonder if some people who are going to the dentist maybe don't expect a routine. I wonder if maybe some people I wonder if you've lost patience from that, or maybe you think that you've retaining patience.
I would say may have lost a few that don't get me, and possibly the ones that know me, love me, and they come.
Right.
So maybe a mix and match. But I'd say overall, I don't think it hurt me too much. I think it hurt me a little bit more hiring dentists that saw the channel and got offended. I lost a couple docs for interviews because of that. Not so much patience.
Wait,
Isn't
how
that
did they
awkward?
find
It's
it?
weird. I think they Google my name, and then it cross links to my stage name, and they find a video, and I insult someone. I go up to the faculty, say, "I saw you in the casino at the buffet. Stop doing that." And they get offended because they don't know me as a person.
Well, I do understand that they would, right. And I mean, I've seen you go up to big girls, to use your words. You say you're a big girl. You say that to them. I can see why they might find that offensive, but
Yeah.
But hey, what can you do? Forget about it, huh?
You got to forget about it. That's what you heard about Nicky Pumpanese. You know Nicky Pumpanese, Hilla?
No.
Nicky Pumpanese, he had a rape charge. You didn't hear about Nicky Pumpanese? He had a rape charge.
I'm sorry. Okay, we're doing a rape joke, Jimmy?
No, he had a rape charge downgraded to tailgating. He had a good lawyer, Nicky Pumpanese. I thought you knew him.
Pumpanese. I guess I don't understand. Like a niece? Are we talking about incest?
Oh, yeah. Well, you do know Nicky Pumpanese. You do know.
Wow, that's pretty dark, Jimmy.
Well,
how old was the niece?
Yeah, how old was the niece?
12.
Holy smokes, Jimmy. You don't
wait a minute,
that one
it gets worse. Ethan, I got a buddy of mine, a doctor friend of mine. He got 2 years in jail for having sex with one of his patients. He's a veterinarian, Hilla. He's a veterinarian.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. That's rough.
True story. 2 years from now.
Well,
2 years
you know what's funny about that story?
What?
It almost had a happier ending, because fucking an animal is better than fucking a patient in a way.
You know what Dr. Phil said? You watch Dr. Phil, Ethan?
Yes, of course.
He said, if you're that sick and you got to have sex with an animal, do it with a horse. This way you'll have a ride home. You got to think smart about things.
Right. That's true. That's a good point.
So
Dr.
That's
Phil's
very, very
smart.
important.
Too?
No, that's not a joke. That's just good advice.
Oh.
That's very, very sad advice. You know what Dr. Root said, Hilda? You don't want to talk to your partner during sex, don't pick up the phone.
Say that one again. I'm sorry.
You don't want to talk to your partner during sex, don't pick up the phone.
Right.
I can't write these out.
Jimmy, let me ask you. You seem like a ladies' man. Throughout your career, when I see you, you seem like a man who appreciates beautiful women. Am I wrong about that?
No, that is correct. And that's kind of been one of my sizzles of the act is the Bandito Girls, which I did that when I did music, and it carried over with comedy, and we mix it with some security guards. And
Well, I noticed whenever you do your act, you bring some beautiful women along. Jimmie, have you had an illustrious sex life? I have to ask. I know you seem like a suave dude.
I will be honest. When I was young, I was really good looking. Like not now, but when I was young,
right.
And yeah, I had pretty much a good run. But I'm married and happily married, and I'm fine now because I had that when I was a kid.
How many?
So I used the girls as props.
Can you tell me how many women you've slept with when you were really in your prime?
In my prime?
Yeah.
Put it like this. I grew up down the shore in the summer, and 2 or 3 a week to rotate wasn't a bad move.
Wow.
And I wasn't the only one doing it. I had buddies just as good looking as me. And, you don't kiss and tell. But back in the days, the kid didn't do bad. Now, people look at me, they look the other way. You know what I mean? That's kind of what happens when you get old.
So you said you use the girls as prop. Do you find that
I use them as eye candy when I shoot. Yeah.
It's the biz.
It's showbiz. And I use security guards too. In fun cities, I'll use the girls. And in regular cities, I'll use the security guards.
I don't think it's necessary. And I don't think... I don't know. I wonder if that's a good thing to do.
You were wondering if you should drop the girls?
Yeah.
Should I drop them? You may be right. I get comments from I like the Bandito Girls. And with security guards, people actually think I'm famous. They go, who's he?
Which is good, right?
So it kind of works a little bit, authenticates you a little bit as an entertainer. Because you and me both know I'm a big nobody. But I got to, sometimes you dummy it up a little bit. And you pretend you bring your Sinatra a little bit. Once in a while, people go for it.
Are these girls able to keep their hands off you? If I was your wife, I might be a little bit worried.
They can't wait till the shoot's over.
Oh, really?
And they get their money and they run out the door and they say, do me a favor, next time you do a shoot, don't call. No, first of all, they're told ahead of time what's going to happen. And some girls, if they're not comfortable, the coordinator will say, you don't want to do this. It's offensive comedy. And he's got a big heart, but it's going to be that kind of comedy. And if the girls are funny like that, they don't do it. But they're told, so they know, they're prefaced in, before we start.
Right.
And we've had problems in the past. So now we tell the girls ahead of time. With the security guards, I work with 2 sets of guards. So they know who I am and there's no problem with them.
So we were getting to the heart of Jimmie Lee. When did you decide to settle down? You were such a playboy. I settled down in my mid-late 30s. I pretty much... You've been married a long time. Same woman?
Yes, same woman. As far as I know, unless if there's a weirdo fooling around with me at night, and I got a blindfold on and I wake up with spring marks on my ass and I played Batman in the Batcave. But as far as I know, it's the same girl.
Okay, that's good. Good for you, Jimmie. You said
I know the Chinese people look alike, but let's not go there because every time I think about it, I want to order. You know what I mean? Last night I wanted 69. She said chicken and broccoli. Chicken and broccoli this late at night.
Oh,
wait a minute, Ethan. It was her birthday. It was her birthday last week. I gave her $61. And you know what she said to me? I'd like to have $8 more. Can you believe that?
Can you do me a favor, Jimmie?
Yes.
Ask your son, how does he feel about the Chinese jokes aimed at his mother?
How do you feel about the Chinese jokes, Cole? Ethan wanted me to ask you. They're good. They're good.
They're good. Attaboy.
He said, okay.
Spoken like a real Lee, right?
Yeah.
He's a true Lee boy.
You asked the question, and I lost my train of thought. I went into a joke. You asked me something.
When did you settle down?
Well, no.
I settled down a little bit late because I was a Peter Pan type of guy as a kid and always fun. So my actual dental career took off probably when I hit about 38, 40, when I made it a business model and decided to do serious dental consolidation by offices. But before that, I had one location and, made a decent living, but we went out a lot and had fun. I think I grew up late. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I kind of grew up late.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So how is the dentistry business? Dentists make a lot of money, don't they?
Well, they do. And I'm blessed to have a business model so I can do very well. And, sometimes be able to do my passion while the offices run because I have about 45 employees, 9 dentists and managers and great employees that work for me and they're loyal and they're good. So I'm blessed. But I also, since the pandemic, I've been working 12, 14-hour days, 6 days a week to catch up. So my job is not a lighthearted job where it's easy. And I don't think a lot of people could do my job.
What is your job? Are you doing
hard.
dentistry or are you just managing the business?
2 days clinical, Ethan, and a lot of admin and a lot of paperwork at night, hires, everything related to running a business. And it's very hard. It's getting harder.
Jimmie, really what are we pulling in? Are we pulling in like 7 figures? Is that what we're looking at? 7 figures more?
I'm high, right in that area, but the company does about 6 million. Yeah.
Wow. Good for you.
But Ethan, nobody ever gave me anything in life.
No, absolutely.
And
good
I worked
for you.
like a dog. I was a waiter as a kid. And when I do comedy, I work like a dog. And no one gave me nothing. I never had any kind of entitlement syndrome and felt if I didn't work, I was going to get paid. And I made sure, when I worked for people, I worked hard and was a good guy. And I expect the same for my people. And I work alongside them. I don't ask them to do something I wouldn't do. Absolutely. And, I work just as hard as them. So I lead by example.
Jimmie,
how are you guys dealing now with the COVID? What's the procedure to see people?
Well, what we do is we have them wait outside, and then when they want to come in, we have them wait outside, and then we move the dental chair outside, and we work on them, and we spit on them, so there's a chance they'll catch the COVID. And when they catch it, we say we don't have nothing to do with this stuff.
You spit on your patients, Jimmie?
Oh yeah, and by the way, I found out the disease is young and Asian, so now I'm interested in dating it.
Oh,
so there's a lot of stuff happening with this disease.
Jimmie, what's the craziest thing you've seen as a dentist? Because I'm sure a lot of wild shit pulls in there.
I'll tell you what happened to me the other week. I had a lady come in, take her clothes off, and she said, "Doc, I want to have these two pulled, this cavity filled." 2 weeks ago that happened.
God. And did you and did you oblige?
No, but I had a lady grab me in the privates, and I was getting ready to number. She says, "We're not going to hurt each other, are we?" I said, "No, we're not." That was a very awkward situation, too.
You can imagine.
About
Jimmie,
a month ago.
But really, you must have some wild mouths pull up into the dentist office. I mean, in your long, illustrious career, what have you seen inside someone's mouth that really stands out to you?
Well, I had a lady come in last week. Hilly, you'll appreciate this. And we cleaned her teeth.
Busy week last week.
We cleaned her teeth. And when we were done, I said, "You can go over to the sink, spit, and then you can get dressed and go." And she did.
That's disgusting.
You asked for a little joke, a little side swipe there, a little love. And
no, but
wait a minute. I had a guy come in a month ago. He had a brown necktie. He said, "How do I get my teeth white?" I said, "Go home and get a brown necktie." You know what I mean? I messed that joke up too, by the way.
What? I guess I don't understand that one. The brown necktie. Can you explain?
No,
that
a guy came in with a brown necktie. I forget how the joke went. I forget. But I'll tell you, Ethan, what I did do. I figured out a way to hide my bad breath. Guess what I do?
What's that?
Hold up my arms.
Hold up your arms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid
That's how I hide my bad breath.
Hold up your arms.
Hold up my arms.
How does that hide your bad breath?
Body odor under the arms. I can't write them out, Hilla. I can't write them out.
Right.
See, let me tell you, Ethan, about me.
Jimmie, are you saying you put your armpits in your patient's face?
Correct. I have to at this point.
Excellent. I wish you were my dentist, Jimmie. I would be getting spit on, raped, and
now wait a minute. Guess what? I give some of my patients, Hilla.
What?
Jimmie, why do you keep calling out Hila? What am I? Chopped liver? You don't want to give me any jokes?
No, Ethan. Guess what I give my patients? I give them gas. And guess what else I give them?
What's that?
I give them electric too, and then I turn them on. You know what I mean?
Gas and electric.
Forget it.
I thought you were going to say you shit on them because you say I give them gas.
No, that was the guy in the one effed up dentist reel that did that. You want to hear? Hey, Ethan, want to hear a weird story? That guy passed away about 6 months ago. The guy in the third one effed up dentist that shat on the floor, he passed. Is that sad? That's true. Really nice guy, Steve Whalen from New York.
It's hard.
He passed away.
Jimmie, do you find it? I find it interesting that in between jokes, you kind of just dropped that somebody close to you passed. Also,
he wasn't close to me. Let's get that straight right now.
Are you glad he's dead?
No,
because you just were like, "Hey, I don't know. That guy is not close to me."
No, I met him one time, and and that was the end of it.
Is your son want to be a comedian, Jimmie? Is he inspired by you?
Do you want to be a comedian? Absolutely not. He shook his head no.
No. What does he want to do? Does he want to be a dentist?
A proctologist. It's a job that you start at the bottom and stay there. We'll have the top and bottom covered.
Is that true? Does he want a proctologist? That's a
What do you want to do?
doctor,
Call
right?
dentistry? He doesn't know, but he's leaning towards dentistry.
Oh, good for him. He's got a good career lined up for him. Yeah.
Well, this way he could pull out at the right time, you know?
Absolutely. He wouldn't be here if you did.
Exactly. That was an hour supposed to be a girl. He just made a face.
Can he hear us, or can he only hear you?
No, but Hilly, you know my problem, Hilly. May I speak frankly?
Okay.
I appeal to people, Ethan and Hilly, that can do me absolutely no good. That's been my problem my whole life.
Mm-hmm. He appeals to people that can do
I appeal to people that can do me absolutely no good.
I guess
I'm just being honest with you.
Okay. Someone at home got that.
No, nobody got that. Not even your people out there in TV land.
It's a tough crowd. Dan, did you get that? No.
I apologize.
Well, Jimmie, I want to say, no need to apologize. Going through here.
I feel like you should write a book with your jokes, and then at the end, there's like the explanations, like in case you didn't understand the joke.
You didn't get the joke?
Oh, footnote?
Yeah.
Jimmie, you have really beautiful skin. Flipping through this magazine, I have to say that you have a really beautiful skin regimen.
Well, that is called Facetune, a Photoshop, and makeup. They always say, Ethan and Hila, a little powder, little paint makes you what you ain't. Remember that.
I need to
That's
get
what
whatever you're on. Yeah, you
right?
can.
I got a famous quote, Hila. You ready?
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln, he said, all men are created equal, but you know what? He never went to a nude beach.
Abraham Lincoln definitely didn't say all men are created equal.
He said all men are created equal, but he never went to a nude beach because it's false.
That's implying that men who have different sized penises. Jimmie, are you packing heat?
You said it. I didn't say it.
Jimmie, are you packing heat? What are we looking at downstairs?
What?
4 inches, and that's the width.
Wow. So you got something. Yeah, you got like a beer can.
Wait a minute. I graduated high school magna cum loudly. All right?
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I told my wife, you want to puff on a magic dragon, tell Pinocchio a lie. She understands.
Right, sure, of course. Excellent.
I feel like
I remember, Ethan, when the air was clean and the girls were dirty back when I was a kid.
Jimmie,
I do.
I think you should try to develop a drinking game where it's just cards with your jokes.
Okay.
And...
Should we do a game with Milton Bradley and sell it?
Jimmie.
Wait, what?
I don't know who that is. Jimmie, how do you feel that our president is doing right now?
Trump?
Yeah.
Well, I think right now he's got better connections with Russia than with Melania. That I'll tell you.
That's interesting. That's a good observation. How do you feel he's handling COVID?
I think he's doing a wonderful job. I mean, you ask him, he'll tell you. He's not shy about it.
Right.
I'll tell you though what I figured out about him, what he does with his makeup. He puts a bag of Doritos on his face. He puts it at medium temperature for about 8 minutes, and look how nice he looks at the end. He's doing a really nice job with his makeup. In fact, he's on Match and Tinder right now.
Are you excited about sports coming back?
Oh, I can't wait. I'm such a sports fan. I'm a big football fan. My wife's my favorite tight end.
Wow, he's got a line for everything.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmie, are you flying on planes right now during COVID?
Oh, yeah. Not only do I fly on planes, when the pilot makes a left-hand turn, now he puts his hand out the window. I'm on weird type of planes. In fact, now the no smoking sign smokes when you go in. I got to tell you,
those
some
are
of the
weird
planes are a little strange.
Yeah,
I am on the wing looking in sometimes.
Jimmie, are you going? I know you're not supposed to be. Are you sheltering in place?
I golf. I golf.
Oh no, that's not what I asked.
Sorry.
Do you go out in public? Are you doing things? Or are you staying at home mostly, just being safe?
No, I go out in public. I'll eat at restaurants outside, and I'm working. We're PPP compliant in the offices. And at night, I'm with the blow up doll. About my new girl right here, the blow up doll takes my breath away. About her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And does your wife know you have a blow up doll?
Well, she does because I let the air out of her at night. She flies around a room. So, she plays hard to get. My wife hears it.
Sure.
So it's a little awkward.
Yeah, it is a little. It sounds a little awkward. And your son, is he?
Is your son making a weird face right now?
Yeah, my son doesn't care for me very much.
Right.
Well,
he cares enough to hold the phone.
Yeah, he's holding the phone.
He's been holding the phone very steady for a long time.
He is holding the phone steady.
It's the least he could do for you.
Now, I want to tell you guys, this is me being serious for a minute. I want to say thanks because you guys believe in me and you helped me out on the promotion end. And it means a lot to me. A comedian going absolutely nowhere with jokes people don't get anymore from 1982. That's trying hard to get a little somewhere in the business. When you get a little love from some people that have a little bit of a following, it means a lot from a little guy. So I just wanted to thank you.
Oh, well,
that's
thank you.
That's from my heart.
Well, thank you very much.
I was waiting for a punchline somewhere.
No, I'm not a cardiologist, but I just wanted to say that because you had me on a podcast. You came out to meet me at Fresco's a few years back. And for people that believe in you when you're a little guy starting out, struggling, it means a lot to me. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Well, of course, Jimmie. It's our pleasure.
Thank you.